Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I just want to share with you this morning that Jesus is on his way back. Do you believe that this morning that Jesus is on his way back? He is on his way back. So this year is going to be kind of like a series. What I'm gonna talk about is like 8 ways to get ready for Jesus' return. 8 ways to get ready for Jesus' return. Now, as believers, we all know that Christ will be coming back as believers one day. So what I did was I put together a list of 8 ways we can be ready for Jesus' return. When Jesus left this earth, he promised that he would return one day and take us to live with him in his heavenly kingdom. And right now, we are living now in the church age, and regardless of what we believe, what's going on in the end times, we can see it. We can see so many signs that has been told in the and Matthew 24 and other scriptures. There's lots of scriptures that have already come to pass. You know, if you as a Christian and you know God's word, you will agree with me that Christ is coming back and that we are called to be ready. And we are called, I'm telling you today that we are called to be ready and walk in the straight and narrow path. So when I say the straight and narrow path, I mean walking in holiness, walking in righteousness, walking in a way that God has required us to walk as Christians, not walking as the world, not doing as the world does, not being on both sides, trying to be on both sides. You're trying to be in the world and in the church on the same time. God requires us to walk on the straight and narrow path. What is the straight and narrow path again? It is living holy. Living holy. God is a holy God. He's a just God. And he wants us to live holy. The word of God said that holiness without which no man, no matter who you are, you could be a preacher, you could be a doctor, you could be rich, you could be or whatever or whoever you are. If you do a holy life, you might could be a moral man, because some people believe that people who live morally or people who give freely, they have money and they just bless people with it. They don't do big donations and all that. They believe that, you know, they making their way part. They are doing their part. But listen, there's more to holiness than that. God is is coming back for a holy people. And he's going to reward you on how you live your life. He's going to give you your reward. He's coming back and you're going to receive your just reward. And all of it is going to center around his word on how he had placed in his word how to live holy. Okay? How to walk on the straight and narrow path. Praise the name of the Lord, because sometimes, you know, I realize I ask a lot of people, sometimes, are you a Christian? Basically, before I pray for them or we, you know, discussing something about the Lord. And normally they will say, I am. But if I stay around them, some of them long enough, I'll find out that they might be only saying this just because let me tell you some of the things that, like I said, I ask people if you're Christian, and when I look, the things that they're doing, they're swearing, they're everything that the world does, that's what they do. But they would come and ask the same question, why, Christian, can I have fun? But, you know, because they feel like that's fun over there. They're looking over, or they're in the world, they looking and they want to continue where they at. Maybe they went and they repented one time, and they believe that they're still on the straight and narrow. They can do whatever they please. Once they go to church on Sunday, or if their parents is Christian, they still feel like they're Christian or what have you. But no, it don't go like that. You have to study the Word of God and see what instructions God had given you. in terms of living and walking straight before Him. Okay? And once you do that, you will hear at the end of the day, well done, thou good and faithful servant. On that glorious day when He appear, and when we see Him face to face, He will say that to us. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. We don't want to hear we don't want Him to send us away and say, I do not know you. But He will only say that if you haven't walked right, if you haven't lived holy before Him. So what I want to center this series on is around 8 things you can do as you seek to cultivate a life centered on Christ, while you are eagerly awaiting His return, while you are waiting for Him to come back, because we don't know the day or the hour. We don't know the day or the hour when He will appear. But we have to be ready, and this is an everyday thing. This is an everyday practice. So just stay tuned for more content, as I bring you 8 ways on how to prepare for Christ's return. God bless you today.